Right. I think we've only got a couple more bits of news, and we are looking at the hour mark, so we might need to sort of wrap stuff up soon.
All right. I can go for as long as you guys want. You know, I have no life, so it's all good.
I've got a second coat to put on, but that's about it.
Are you cold?
Yeah. There you go.
Drink.
No, that was a good joke. You don't drink for the good jokes.
Drink double.
The Force Awakens trivia. Something I heard today that I thought was really interesting. The Cloud City duel from The Empire Strikes Back between Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker was reshot for The Force Awakens.
What?
Yeah, what's that about?
It was supposed to be part of Rey's vision.
Oh.
She was supposed to be watching the duel, and we would have seen it from a different point of view.
Right.
So what? This is going to be an extra.
I'm hoping that.
That'd be amazing.
It was brought up today.
Amazing if it's part of the film. If these scenes are so good, make a special edition. Why are we so averse to getting a special edition of The Force Awakens if there's so much extra footage that people want to see?
Star Wars does have previous when it comes to special editions.
Yeah, but
yes, we do.
only Twitface.
And extra rocks.
Yeah, but if this is something people want to see and they're that good, like your that bit little-eyed thing that passes the saber and
Maz Kanata.
What
a wonderful phrase.
Like those bits. I've heard of so many extra scenes now that sound awesome. Put them in.
Yeah, well, I mean, the one with Maz Kanata, my understanding of that one was that she was shot handing the saber to Leia because that's why it's in the teaser. But they realised that once they'd put her on the Resistance base, they didn't really have anything to do for her.
Exactly.
So they thought it would be better to kind of have her vanish quietly and then turn up again maybe later.
Isn't she dead now, though? Didn't the building fall on her head?
No.
What? No.
I don't know what you were watching.
No, she gave Finn the saber and then you don't see her again after that.
Yeah, but she was in there when it all collapsed.
No, she came out with Han, Chewie and Finn.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I remember. Sorry.
Yeah, she hands the saber to Finn outside because it's just before he goes up against Nines or whatever his name is.
Yes, sorry. Yeah, I realise now. I must have dozed off.
Blasphemer.
Yes. Yeah, so I'm quite keen to see that. I'm really looking forward to seeing that.
This is the thing. I mean,
play out again.
Steve's right in that if these scenes are awesome, there must be good reasons why they'd have to be kept out. But at the same time, they might not be awesome. You might just watch it. I mean, I watched loads of scenes in episode 3 on the deleted scenes and went, that was cool, and that was it. I could tell where they were supposed to go. I didn't really feel I didn't really feel the difference for not having them.
No.
I suppose a lot of it comes down to the fact that, to me, it snaps that they were trying to make the perfect length of film for people in audiences because it's going to be huge at the cinema, and not that they'd run out of bits to put in the film.
Yeah, agreed.
I think if they could have their time again and they had a vote and people said, I would sit in there for 3 hours quite happily, they would probably... Don't forget, they want to fit as many of these shows in a day as
That's exactly it, Steve.
Absolutely.
That's
they were doing midnight showings for more reasons than just,
Yeah, exactly. And for me, I necessarily won't buy this straight away. God, that is really blasphemous. But if it had a special edition and it was 15 minutes long with loads of bits, I probably would.
Yeah, maybe. There is something to be said for that hook that brings you in on day one, isn't there? The kind of the element of, oh well, now with even more Wookiees or whatever. I mean, obviously episode 3 proved that doesn't necessarily make a better film. But... No.
Well, also there might be emotional scenes in there that make a lot of the scenes where Han dies a bit more bearable and a bit more actually. Now it made sense.
Yeah.
There was actually, I've read somewhere that there is a scene with Leia, because a lot of Leia's stuff got cut out.
Yes, it did, yeah.
And I would really like that filled out, her remorse at losing her love.
There's a whole theme in the book of loads of extra dialogue that's not in the film.
Yes.
When it comes to Han and Leia.
Opportunity to make. I know he doesn't want to set that precedence of making special films, but you know what? When it comes out on Blu-ray, it is a different film because you can sit in your house all day and watch it. So
multiple times if you want.
I don't want to have to go into a little section on the Blu-ray that says bits that aren't in the film. I want them to be sandwiched between scenes that make them.
Yeah, and with branching technology, you can have that seamlessly now. You could jump in and out of those extra scenes and play it without if you want to, or play it with. But I think there's like JJ had an idea for the pacing of this film, and that's got to be the bottom line, is that he had a pace in mind, and that little snippet of Rey's vision, probably to his mind, is perfect, and to mine it's perfect. It's like this exhale that goes really, really quickly, and then you're out, and she's
it's designed to make her look thrown, you know, at the end of the thing.
She disoriented.
Yeah, exactly. She's supposed to be more so because she's had to experience it with a much more physical element to it than we have.
Every time she's gotten to grips with where she is in that vision, she suddenly snapped out. You know, she's lost. She's in the Cloud City corridor.
Yeah.
Then she's thrown on, that spins on its side. She's thrown to the ground, and she sees Luke with R2. And then she's in the rain, and she sees the Knights of Ren.
Yep.
Then she sees Kylo Ren in the forest, and she's never getting a chance to catch up with what's going on.
No.
And I imagine if we're going to see this cut scene, hopefully on the Blu-ray, of Luke and Vader dueling, she might have spent more time in Bespin and really gotten to orientate herself to her surroundings.
Yeah.
And the effect of her being snapped from one place to the next and being rushed off her feet through this vision
so there are
diminished.
extra scenes of that then, Mark. I've not heard.
Well, there's this scene.
This scene.
Yeah, with the duel that was recreated. So.
Specific to the vision.
I think they should not call it a director's cut. I think they should make a longer version and call it the fan cut.
Maybe. Yeah.
There will be a fan one.
Yeah.
You know that's going to happen.
Yep.
Yeah. You're going to make it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I was sort of half expecting you to say, and that's because I'm doing it.
Yes, I'm doing it right now.
Well, I mean, I would definitely love to watch that. For me, pacing is not an issue if you're at home on your sofa.
That makes sense.
If you're drawn into the universe and you're emotional about Star Wars, period, then you won't care about pacing. You like the story, the background, the people, the characters, you know. And go.
Because if you've sat through episode 2, pacing's clearly not a problem for you.
Yeah. I mean, that thing was all over the bleeding place.
Absolutely. I was saying about it last week. If you take the Obi-Wan scenes and cut them into a separate film with the Geonosis battle at the end and the kind of the bounty hunter chase at the beginning, that's a much faster paced film and a much better paced film than what it ends up being.
Well, do you know? I mean,